Do you secretly fear being asked a question that you don't have an answer for, whether it's in a job interview, a high-stakes pitch, presentation, or meeting? Well, if you're nodding your head, my friend, I've got your back, okay? Because in today's video, I'm going to walk you through my process for answering a question that you don't have an answer for with confidence and without losing your credibility. So, hey, without further wait, let's get into it. Here's what I've learned in my own life. When it comes to being asked a question in business or in life that you don't have an answer for, your personal relationship with authenticity is tested. Now, in the most basic sense, you have two options in a scenario like this. Option number one is lie and be out of integrity with yourself, and eventually, when found out, break trust with the human being that you're trying to connect with. Option number two is tell the truth. Now, here's what I've seen. Most people want to tell the truth, but three things get in the way. Number one, their desire to be seen as perfect. Number two, their concern over losing credibility in the eyes of the person they're trying to sell their idea or solution or product or service to. Finally, not knowing what to say and how to say it. So on that point, specifically on that last point, what if I told you that there is a magnetic way to own your imperfections, own your truth, and stay in your zone of genius and in a way that boosts your credibility? Would you believe me? Would you believe me? Picture this, my friend. You have just delivered a killer client pitch. Everything's going smooth. Everything's going good. Everything's going nice. Everything's going exactly the way it should. And you're knee deep in the Q&A portion of the meeting. But all of a sudden, the CFO, who's been quiet for the past 37 minutes, decides to pipe up. And she asks you a difficult question that you and nobody else on your team on that call has an answer for. Now, instead of deflecting, instead of stalling, instead of lying, instead of breaking trust, what you do is you pause. You calm your nervous system. You take a beat and you say, Natalie, that is an incredible question that I don't have an answer for. But here's what I'm going to do. After this conversation, I'm going to go digging for that answer. And if I can't find it, I'm going to find you the right person who can get you an answer. Does that sound fair enough? And just like that, barriers go down. Skepticism is reduced, trust is increased, and you pave the way for a meaningful conversation. Now, the key is your follow-up. Do you follow up effectively? Do you become the expert in finding Natalie, the expert, to solve the problem in question? Here's the thing. Most people worry about not being able to add value when they don't have an answer for a question. Finding the right person who is an expert in the topic in question and getting them that answer is value. And when you stay in your zone of genius, when you own your truth and you do it with confidence, not only do you become magnetic, but you start to build trust in an authentic way. Nothing is engineered about that. And how do you do it? Through vulnerability. Here's the punchline, people. When you're asked a question that you don't have an answer for, own your truth. Stay in your zone of genius and add value by being the expert in finding the expert. You do this right, and not only will you increase your credibility stock, but you will build a trusted and meaningful relationship for life. Now, speaking of things that us humans do in conversations that can erode trust, the next destination for you, my friend, is this video over here, where you'll learn one toxic habit that we all have engaged in at some point and will continue to engage in if we don't gain self-awareness around it and understand how to reframe it. So if you want to know what that toxic conversational habit is and what to do about it, head on over here, my friend. I'll catch you soon. Peace.